for me, this is a privilege to invite this wonderful conference. When I got the phone call from Simnan at 1:30 a.m. in South Korea, I thought this is a kind of a call from the God. So I need to go to India. Actually, in Korea, the Monday, I need to work. I need to go to the caregiver support center. But today is in Korea temporal holidays, so I could come here. So thank you so much for inviting me. My topic is sports beyond sports through yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So I practiced Kutumbakam so many times to practice properly. So United Consciousness gave me very, very challenging task every time. The last time in December, they gave me theme of yogic parenting. I don't have kids. So I don't have children, but they asked me yogic parenting, so I could extend the visions of concept of children. So I am going to the handicapped persons, so I think they are all my children. Sometimes nowadays, my parents became old, so I thought, there is the reason why I don't have kids. I need to take care of my parents. Nowadays, my parents is my kids. When I arrived in India, so I was so surprised. Everyone knows my name. So here and there, they called me. So, oh, am I so famous? I'm already so famous? Or you see, it's well organized to make people memorize my name, guests, speakers. So, and then later, I'm almost reached the extreme self-arrogance. And then I looked at other part. So they said, Aryoung, Aryoung, Aryoung. So my name is very similar to Aryoung. So I misunderstood Aryoung as Aryoung. So I felt, oh, I'm nothing. So you know, the Yoga Sutra and the Hatha Yoga Pradipika said we need to prevent misunderstanding and miscognition to practice yoga better. So I got some lessons. So, and that is also good for my teaching yoga for the sports players. Some person can get first prize, but in some point they can lose the game and they can get slump. So how can we overcome that slump? That is also one mission that yoga should offer to the athletics. So I became so humbly respect Indian culture. They call Aryoung, Aryoung, Aryoung. So thank you. And so I will show Korean and last first night I danced with Indian youth. I'm so excited and I really, really appreciate for their kindness. So I sneakered into the dancing group. So in the loud music, the Indian teenagers said greetings to me, and they show how to dance in Indian way. So I followed that. So I could dance very well. So now I will introduce the Korean greetings to you. So how can I do this? Please, can you page down? Okay.
Just press this for the next.
Okay.
The screen.
Okay.
Thank
Here.
you. Done, thank you.
This is, her name is Doi. She said first greetings. She pronounced the first greetings. Her age is 28 years old. So how can I play videos? Here is video. Okay.
안녕하세요, 덕씨. 안녕하세요. 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 뛰어서 얘기해. 잘했어.
Her mother also surprised.
그죠? 네, 안녕하세요. 다 했어. 하세요. 우리 도희 씨 한 번 더 해볼까요? 안녕하세요.
Can you say one more time?
잘했어, 그죠?
So after that,
안녕하세요.
after that, her father showed here. Her father showed on the Zoom, and her father was foreigners in Korea. During 2 years, he never showed up, but this time he showed up. And the right bottom photo is I do this yoga program with elderly women of 70 years old, older than 70 years old. I think we are making another concept of family. So we are say different places, and then everyone can feel lonely. But when we, as Sophia said, when we be the love, we can share, spread our love to others. We can make another family. So one earth, one family, one future. So, and I am using this kind of gloves with different colors because most of my members, they are very low intellectual abilities. They cannot recognize the right side, left side. So I show this side. And then I combined yoga breathings with the sports. So people can fall down. Think of this is your mind fluctuation. So you need to control the height. So, and then small. So like that, I give some tips, tasks to manage their own breathings and mind fluctuations. Especially teenagers are really, really happy with these things. they touch it very strongly. And next things, I will show another. This was me. This was when I was a child. I was a little cute, and then in the middle photo is my high school things, my high school photo. So at that time, I thought I can do anything. So that is why I feel so passionate to support teenagers and youth. And later. So this is another thing. When I had trauma, post-trauma syndrome, post-trauma stress disorder. At that time, I had the whole body. I had rashes on my whole body, and because of that, I could understand the people's sufferings, how they feel, and how they be difficult in financial state, and how much they want to be overcome. So I want to understand that things. Because of that, those my experience sufferings, I feel whenever my clients, they are not different persons. They are not others. They are myself of past, and they are myself of the future. So I feel oneness. That makes me devotion to them. So, and here is strangely the date, 2023, May 23rd. So I will show these videos only shortly. This is 40 minutes, 40 seconds. 079 You can see the third woman. She has hemiplegia after stroke, and she has dementia. So she put down. So she will put down. Exhale.
이렇게 높이 드세요. 높이 들고 놓고 잡고. 그렇지요.
Now she grabbed the vocal.
위로 들고.
So she felt so achievement.
그렇지요. 숨 내쉬고.
For me, I'm using sports programs, the assessment of the result of yoga programs. So after doing stretch out movement postures, and then how can you grab the balls? How many times you don't fail to grab ball? So like that, it can be a good tool for assessment. So I try to combine yoga programs and the sports programs to make people easily understand and give some motive to do something. So, and later, next time.
공 치고 잡고 숨 내쉬고.
Yeah, okay. Here is the elderly person. The arrow wrist. She didn't stand up during yoga programs for 2 years, 2.5 years. But without my request, she volunteered to stand up. So I took a photo of that, and so like that. So thank you so much. So when I do these programs, I think they are not different persons. They are not others. They are my parents. So now in India, this is G20. Korea is also, Korea used to be very poor country after Korean War. Korea was number 2 poorest country. So, but our parents' generation sacrificed themselves, so I could fly here. So now, in return, I want to give back their love to them. So, okay. So whenever I think of them, so whenever I saw them, I always feel a little moved. So they also had stress, and they also have Citta Vritti. So we always think of Citta Vritti Nirodha to everyone. And I think yogis are a kind of the human being like entity of Ashtanga Yoga. Yama Niyama. We should not forget Yama Niyama. And through Yama Niyama, we can make our own pure pranas. It makes people move, give initiative to do something. So be the love. So good karmas, it is good for yoga and the one earth, one family, and one future. Thank you so much for my presentation. Thank you.